The boy Dub Deuce in the building.
All right, what up, what up, what up? It is that guy Dub, and I'm back with another video. How you guys doing at the end of the day? Shout it, I'm good money. Now today, we got a special guest in the building. We ain't had him on the show yet. This is the first time, you know what I'm saying? But he's known around the city. You said Mr. Dan EP, what's going on, brother?
How you doing? Appreciate you for having me, bro.
Man, not a problem, not a problem. Now, you've worked with some of everybody in the city. You said whether it be with Lex or whether it be Don P or Wave and everything like this. So what's been your experience working with those guys?
Okay, so the first time I experienced the experience with them is all love. Like they show support. They if they know how to help you with something, they'll tell you how to do it. And I met Lex at the symposium, and he could tell I was shook. Like he was like, "Come here, let me come here." So he was telling me like, "Just do this. Stand in front of the stage. You don't got to be nervous. You know what I'm saying? Just act like you on the stage." Like he gave me all kinds of advice. Since then, he's been big bro, and it's it's always been that kind of relationship. And I appreciate everything that he does. You know what I'm saying? Because he always looks out. That's just the type of guy he is.
You saying just like I said, we haven't met personally. You said yet, but we gonna get there. But as you can tell, you said Lex has a lot to do with my shit too. So you said yeah. So you said hey, I even got it on the shirts and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
You and you said but before I get in the weeds too much, I'm gonna shout out one of my sponsors. Keep fucking hustling clothing. You said no matter what you do in life, keep fucking hustling. You been saying now I told you we was gonna start out with this whole Diddy debacle. Now you said you being in entertainment, you said we know some of that shit comes with the territory. You said, but to a degree,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. But how does all that hit you?
It makes it makes me glad I didn't go the road of that, like the traditional stars, because it makes you think like it makes you not that I would compromise myself, but it would be like to think of the mindset that they actually in to do how bad do I really want this, or do I really have to go about it going this way? And it's crazy. Like now, all that stuff is pretty much over with. So once people are in, they don't have to deal with those kind of they don't have to deal with those kind of things. Like they don't have to deal with freak offs or baby oil everywhere. Like it's just they don't have to deal with that stuff. So I think it's a good thing that is happening now. Cat Williams opened the floodgates and is exposing everybody, but I think it's a good thing that is happening now. Like it's nobody has to deal with that type of stuff no more.
Right now, okay. Now you said we'll come back to that in a minute, but I also want to touch on like the Kendrick and Drake beef.
Right.
You said like when that first kicked off, even because we know that they've been trading shots for years,
Right.
but then when like that came out, and most people were shocked about it, especially if you weren't on social media, you were shocked about it because you just look at that track like that, it says Future Metro Boomin, and then the second verse in comes Kendrick, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then you know what I'm saying, and then it hits like that, and then you said they trade their back and forths and everything like that, and then he punches Drake dead in the mouth with "Not Like Us," which is
Right.
still the biggest record in the world right now. Now, I was watching some I watch reaction videos a lot when I'm rolling or when I'm chilling and stuff like that, and it was just if you think of the top 5 diss tracks in the whole world, 3 out of them 5 are from Cali niggas, especially.
You, uh,
Would you agree with that?
are we counting pockets of Cali nigga?
Yeah. Even though he got it, you said, 'cause if that on that metric we have to count Ludacris as a Chicago nigga then.
Hmm?
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So like
Yeah. Okay.
so so what are your top 5 diss tracks? And would those 3 of them be Cali rappers?
I I'm not gonna lie to you. That I don't have a top. 5. I never growing up, I never got into the diss records, let
Mhm.
alone I was barely allowed to listen to rap. Like I grew up in the church, so I wasn't allowed to dip into that world. But I will say, so I like certain verses, I guess,
Mm.
but
Okay.
I'll stick with the topic. I'll go to No Vaseline. I want to go
Mm.
historical. I'll go No Vaseline. Uh, I'll go hit them up, and they're not really in order.
Mhm.
Uh, I can't, I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie. I can't remember it word for word. But Ludacris when I was younger was one of my favorite rappers. But I liked it like his back and forth with Ti. I
Mhm.
don't have a song for that, which is horrible. I should have a song for that.
Stomp.
Stomp was to Ti.
Yeah, his verse was to Ti. That's why he ended it with "Please stay up the TIP of my dick."
Okay. Okay. How did I forget that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Stomp, and I'll go with Ether. You know what I'm saying? I'll go with Ether. Was that 4?
Mhm.
I know this is egregious, but I'm gonna throw Not Like Us in there just because just because when it came the impact of how it came out. But I
Mhm.
know that's egregious, but I'll throw that in there.
Okay, I guess my top five would
Yeah,
be No Vaseline, Hit 'Em Up, The Story of Adidon, Ether,
yeah,
and Not Like Us.
got you. Okay, okay.
'Cause that story of Adidon was
That was
at
that was
the cup.
amazing. Just because not even the fact that he was telling us that he had a child. It was the artwork he chose for me. I'm like,
That
wow,
was diabolical.
like you didn't know that's not okay, sir. That's not okay. Nobody told you that's not
Mm.
okay. But okay.
Use it like to me personally. I think Drake had lost it with the AI pocket Snoop shit. I thought that was disrespectful. Also, when after Euphoria came out, he said we don't want to hear you say nigga no more. He has his white mother start his Family Matters. Goes, well, I don't think you should say nigga. I said, I'm like, come on, dog.
Yeah.
And then it was like I said, it just showed you. You were saying the genius of a Kendrick Lamar, how thoughtful he was. Now you say, I don't know if there was a mole in OVO, like they said, or whatever, what have you, but for him to drop Family Matters and then Kendrick drops Meet the Grams, addresses Family Matters, you say in Not Like Us the way he did, you know, like quick rebuttal. You know what I'm saying? It's like now you've dealt with some pretty you said thought provoking, you saying rappers and stuff like you said how would it be you being in the studio with somebody like a Kendrick? You said that's that calculated and that's that thoughtful.
Me sitting there while he's trying to create, or me trying to collaborate with him, or just
Well, no, well, I said we'll say both.
okay. So first of all, if he wanted to collaborate, I'd be honored. You know what I'm saying? Secondly, more or less, I think my position would be trying to see where he go and just
Mm,
bring out his vision. You know what I'm saying? Like
mm,
I would want to try to execute what he had planned for me to a
mm,
T, just because I know like his music means a lot to people, and it like how he crafts it, like it really hit home, and
mm,
I don't know how to explain. I just wouldn't want to let him down. Like so, I
mm,
will be in there trying to make sure I get it. Probably having some kind of anxiety attack, like I didn't hit this note the right way. But I that's what I think it would be. As far as if it was on the flip side and he was just on my side, I'm like, nigga, do you? Nigga, you can't you Kendrick Lamar. What I'm supposed to tell you to do? But yeah, I I do think I could figure out how to learn something from him, mainly from his writing
mm,
process, and then like
mm,
his the how he goes about. with his inflections on certain songs and
Mm.
certain words and stuff like that. I that would be very interesting. I honestly I probably would try to listen more than I talk
Mm.
for the fact that I know he's gained knowledge from Dre and other legends. So I probably would be in there quiet
Mm.
unintentionally, but I think that's where it will be.
Okay. Now you said we're gonna take a step back. You say now, for those who don't know Dan EP, you said if you were to explain to my audience, because I know you've done you said you've been on Lexus show and everything like that. But for my audience that you said may not be familiar with you, you said who is Dan EP?
They say you shouldn't say like a lot of people. Every time I describe myself this way, like I get cussed out. They're like, can't say that. No, don't describe yourself like I'm literally like the average guy. Like I just happen to have more creative thoughts than the average guy. I know that
Mm.
doesn't make sense, but like I create because I can't sometimes I can't really say it like
Mm.
in a conversation or I can't like verbalize it. And then the creative thoughts, like so I'm a Gemini. I know everybody don't like to deal with the zodiac type stuff, but I'm a Gemini and I see myself communicating like Kanye sometimes. Like when Kanye don't all the way get his thoughts out
Mm.
precisely, that's how I
Mm.
come across sometimes. And I'm definitely working on that. But average guy, I love to make music. I love to create. Uh, my passion is the art, and I want to share it with people. Hopefully, I'm going through something that somebody else is going through, and
Mm.
they could understand or feel where I'm coming from, and um, and hopefully I can make I don't want to say fans because fans is kind of like outdated, but
Mm.
supporters, friends, cousins, you know what I'm saying, family off of this, but you know a community that I could go to with this music.
Right.
Okay?
Now, if you could explain, I guess you're saying your musical style. You said like, how would you explain it, and then who are some of your influences?
So my musical style, I I attempt to I attempt to recreate the feeling of 90s music. I'm not gonna lie and say I've achieved it yet. I'm on the way there. I attempt to embody that feeling of the 90s R&B music. Uh, my influences as far as R&B and hip hop are Jodeci, and, which is really weird because this ties in back to Diddy. Uh,
No Diddy.
Jodeci, yeah, no Diddy. Jodeci, Kanye West, um, like Jodeci and Kanye West. Like I like the attitude of the R&B of Jodeci and Kanye West, mainly for the production and the I can do this, his confidence in his music. And because of him I started producing. So
Mm.
also I was cheap when I was younger. I didn't want to buy beats. So I started producing. So uh Kanye West, Jodeci, um, a lot of my influences are weird, even though I can't say I have the tone of voice that they have. Like my stepfather would play a lot of stylistics.
Mm.
Uh, he play like a lot of old shit. And this is in
Mm.
the early 2000s. Like he would play stylistics, the Manhattans, a lot of Lionel Richie. He'd play some soft rock like the Eagles, whoever
Mm.
they made Hotel California. So it's like
Mm.
a lot of random stuff makes up my musical DNA. Also gospel because I grew up
Mm.
in the church, sang in the choir, played the drums. Um, so BB Winans, CC Winans, Donnie McClurkin, Kirk Franklin. Um, it I guess it's like all over the place with what's inspired me, influenced me musically. You know what I'm saying? So that's that's as far as I can think. I'm sure later on something else will pop up and I think about it, but yeah, that's
Well, you mentioned about you said not wanting to buy beats, so you said make your own beats. You said that really puts you in a better space and you said like a more pivotal category because you think of somebody like a Pimp C, Kanye West, J. Cole. You said Dr. Dre. You
yeah.
said that actually was making their own beats and stuff like that. So that's definitely something that's commendable. But that's as a producer, I ask this question to all producers: how is it working with somebody you know is garbage, but they've paid their money and use it like morally? Can you stand behind producing and engineering garbage?
Okay. I'll put it to you like this. What's the level of the garbage? Is the level of garbage Soldier Boy who's already on, or is it my guy up the street?
Your guy up the street.
He paid for the beat.
Hmm.
It's his beat. He paid for it. So the terms of the beat is his, and I'm not going to sell it to nobody else. But
Mm.
he paid his money. I mean,
So,
if the beat is wrong, I'm still people are gonna be like, "Oh, that beat hard. Who made that
mm,
beat?" But
mm,
if the lyrics is trash, they're not gonna put that on me. They just gonna
yeah.
say that song whack, but the beat hard.
You you said now after he's sitting there in the studio with you and go, yo, EP, what you think, man?
uh,
You got it, buddy.
I don't know. I not see now. I probably would be like, you know, is this a single or is this an album cut? And then I guess we got to go from there. If he be like, I don't know, I'm just, if he don't know where he going, I'm like, all right, well, let me know when you pick your single,
Mm,
and I can go from there. I try to politic it so I ain't got to
mm,
necessarily be an asshole about it.
right. Now, see, because I mean, we've heard some ass on some pretty dope beats and stuff like that. Now,
Mm.
you said it's like, do you making the beat? Do even though they've paid for the rights to the beat and everything like that, use it, but does it make you feel a way because you took your time and your energy to make the beat? And if they come off with some bullshit, does it make you feel a way personally? Like they're taking your work for granted?
No, because so it's a song for everybody. Everybody's not gonna like the same song. Like songs we think are trash. Like it's gonna be another generation like that's hard. Like so, like Tank was on the R&B Money podcast. Not the
Mm,
he had Zaytoven on, and Tank was trying to RP Rich Homie Quan. Tank had a song with Rich Homie Quan, and Tank was trying to ask Zaytoven if this verse was okay, and he's like, "Man, you thinking too much. You think with your talented mind. Like, just feel. You not feeling. You being too talented. So, like, it's a song for everybody. If somebody want to think, they'll put on Kendrick Lamar. If they just want to bullshit, they'll put on. And I don't keep want to say Soldier Boy, like sound like I'm tearing him down, but they'll put on somebody less lyrical. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
It's a song, it's a mood, it's a vibe for everybody. So I don't know. I really don't know. If the song is ass to me, at least the beat sound good.
Right. Now you said like speaking of that, you said because I want to tap into the producer credentials and stuff like that. I was watching a podcast with T Pain
Yeah,
and said he had to record I guess Good Life like 50 times,
yeah,
and then by the time he got it back, it sounded nothing like it sounded when he recorded it.
yeah,
Now you said like we all know Kanye is a musical genius.
yeah.
Now he's a, and I think sometimes you gotta you said push certain artists to get the greatness out of them. You said would you say that you're something like that? Like you push the artist to bring the greatness out of them?
I want to, but I don't think I could do that. And I say that
Okay.
because everybody's work ethic is different. And working with people sometimes, like I believe that I'm an empath, so I can feel what
Mm,
others feel. If somebody comes in excited and ready to work and be amped up, like, yeah, I'm really excited about this. Let's, what do we need to do? I could be on that wavelength. But if somebody comes in and they half do it and I'll be like, hey, do that take again. Or they just want to do one take and then just leave it. Or you know what I'm saying? Like
mm,
I don't want to create another if this already a bad energy to me in the studio. I don't want to add more to it, like pushing
mm,
somebody like, hey, you need to do that again. That I don't, what I'm saying? Even if it's my song, I'd be like, okay, if it's my song and they're not coming in like that, and I gotta get what I need to get, I'll take what they gave me and I'll do my best to make the best out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that I'll try to push somebody because everybody don't want it the same way. Everybody don't see it the same way. So if I'm trying to push you to be great, I'm all out of push for greatness for myself. So I
mm.
can't necessarily say that I will. But if I the only people that I'm pressed on pushing greatness out of is my kids. And if I gotta do that to another grown ass man, then I'm just it's not gonna happen.
Okay. You said now. You said we're gonna get into some I guess some politics. You said not political politics, but like you said musical politics.
Gotcha.
Now we see like we said with the Drake and the Kendrick beef.
Yeah.
You saying and you saying that Drake because Drake pretty much had to go at everybody. Now back in the day, Eminem used to go at everybody. But I was hearing about this on another podcast. Who credible has Eminem gone against?
Uh I I don't know. I don't know. And I I I, I only say that because I feel like he could have it could have been a back and forth. And I know this is about to sound crazy.
Mm,
He could have went back and forth with Gucci Man, but he
mm,
didn't really, you know what I'm saying, go all the way with it.
mm,
And I don't think Gucci Man went all the way with it either, but I think he was really waiting because Gucci probably like, I ain't got time for that shit. I'm getting money over here doing bullshit. But I really don't know. The only people that I know he went back and forth with is the people on 8 Mile. That's about it.
mm.
That's
Then of
about it.
course you said because like I said, you said you think about it. Nick Cannon, Mariah, MGK, Benzino, Britney Spears. You said it's like
I got another wild take, and I know this, but I know Lex gonna be pissed off about this. MGK didn't completely get washed.
no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
I,
Rap
I,
Devil was hard.
I thought his shit was hard. Like
Mm,
it came off in a way like he didn't steal Eminem's cadence, but you know how Eminem would make fun of people.
mm,
Like I thought the his beard is weird line was like that's some shit Eminem would have said.
mm,
But I really didn't like what people, and I'm not like a super MGK fan. I'm not his number one fan. I just
mm.
thought he didn't get washed, and I couldn't understand why people was like Eminem cute. No, he didn't. He really
Because because Eminem has a fan base of stans. Same with Drake. Because even though "Not Like Us" is the biggest song in the country right now, there's people still saying that Drake won.
Christ. Those people are those people are annoying. Those
I'm not even gonna lie to you because, like I said, I watch reaction videos a lot, and I'm gonna send you a video of Drake stans losing their shit over Kendrick Lamar dissing Drake. I mean, I swear to God, it's the funniest video in the world to watch because they're legit losing it. It's hilarious. It's like now now how did you feel when J. Cole dropped out?
So when J. Cole dropped out, and like you, I watched a lot of reaction videos, and I'm like, I wasn't mad, I wasn't upset, I really wasn't. I'm like, okay, because Jake, when I heard his shot at Kendrick, I'm like it's not a shot. Like you just ranking on your friend. That like it wasn't even serious. It wasn't even nothing harmful. Like and
Mm,
everything he said wasn't like it wasn't a stab. It was just like you pop somebody in the chest or something like that.
mm,
It wasn't hurtful. So when he dropped out, I was like, okay. And then he was like, it's for my peace of mind, my mental health and whatnot. I'm like, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Like what people I think people not really people don't nobody really know about J. Cole's real like personal life. He got a
mm,
whole ass kid and a wife, and people still don't really know.
mm,
So he don't want to bring that shit back to his house. I mean, I can understand that. And then I saw it was a video. I don't know who it was. It was somebody from TDE. They they said they told Cole like, no, not really on that time. Like he not playing with this boy. This ain't no game. So I, that makes sense. Like he like, damn, I ain't really know they was really beefing like that. I thought they was just sparring and shit. But
mm.
I understand. Like he was in the way. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead get out of here. I'm in the middle of y'all business. This ain't my business. Let me go ahead and move.
This like me personally, you saying like when he dropped out, it did. I felt the same way you did because it was like, like I guess I'm gonna address it a different way because when he dropped 7 Minute Drill, it was almost like you didn't believe the shit you were saying. You were
Yeah,
just saying some shit to say some shit. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So when he dropped out, I wasn't mad at all. I didn't lose any respect for him because you know what I'm saying like he's still a goat. You know what I'm saying
yeah.
in this era, you know what I'm saying of hip hop and stuff like that. And it's crazy because like now you said like with you being in the Cleveland scene, who are some of the guys that you are in you said that you get excited to see?
From the city.
Hmm.
So so all the people that I get excited to see are a lot closer to me than
Mm,
you know what I'm saying, like than most. So it's I guess the people that I create with, the people that I make music with. But if I do hear something, if I do hear something from the city that I like, I'll try to champion it if I like it. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So I like I've heard songs from young dudes, Rose Camp. I don't know all these dudes. The YFL Kelvin dude. Uh,
mm,
uh, I mean, it's a it's a lot of us, and I really just want everybody to do well. But I so I like when I know when Wave is dropping stuff. Don be playing, he be acting like he ain't trying to rap no more. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Like, just come on, dude, just drop some shit. I like I like when Lex is on his shit. Like all I feel like if I just ask, I'd be like, "Hey Lex, I got the song." You be like, "Yeah." All right. He send the song over in like 3 seconds. I'm like, "Dude, I just sent you the song." So, uh, my sister Artinka Tierra, singer, she's
mm,
one of the one of the best vocalists in the city. You know what I'm saying? If not the best. And I say that, and I say if not the best because she works really hard. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
She works really hard. I like when I know Esther Fitz is dropping stuff. I know she's been like performing on live performances a lot lately. I'm waiting for her to drop something else.
mm,
uh, who else? Styles, E Styles. When he drops something, like he's kind of been dropping stuff discreetly, or I just haven't been
mm,
seeing the shit. I like when E Styles drop stuff, and then I like being put on to new people or people that I didn't know
mm,
drop stuff. So I just want everybody from I wish everybody in the city could just I wish the city could be like a Atlanta type platform. We don't even gotta fuck with each other like that. I just wish our platform was like that. And I know that's
mm,
kind of counterproductive, but I just wish it was like that.
right. Well, you said, well, and as dope as that would be, because you said I'm familiar with using a lot of those people, but how would it make you feel? Because you said I grew up in Atlanta, and you said like when Kendrick, like I said, we keep going back to that because, like I said, that's the
Yeah.
song. You said when Kendrick brought up how Drake colonized Atlanta, it really sat there and made me think. It's like this motherfucker for real, did that shit for real. Now, what do you think would be? And you being from Cleveland, you said, do you think it would be a plus or a negative to have somebody like a Drake come in and basically take the sauce of everybody from the city? But yes, of course, these people are getting put on, but he's basically taking their sauce. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, also shout out Doughboy because I know Doughboy is on free bands and they was I heard I don't know, he did an interview. He said they were supposed to be working. So obviously that's not gonna happen. Now it's not gonna be Doughboy and Drake. But I I really don't know. I would be excited for the city. Let me say that first. I would be
Mm,
excited for the city that if somebody came in and started embracing Cleveland culture, which at times can seem like we're pulling from everywhere else. And
mm,
I don't want to say that like we don't have our own culture. Uh, but I would be excited if somebody came here and started like embracing us and showing love to the city and outwardly to the rest of the world. But if it start becoming like a walking caricature or like a meme, like then
mm,
I really wouldn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know. I did think it was weird. I did think it was weird that, and I don't know that we started Cap, but
mm,
I did think it was weird that it repopulated years later,
mm,
and it still hasn't surfaced in the mainstream that Cleveland had a whole movement of
mm,
Cap rap, which some people looked at it as bad, some people looked at it as good, but I do think that bothers me that that never resurfaced. Like that
mm,
didn't show up as in shit called in searches saying Cap. You know what I'm saying?
mm. Now, see, for me, growing up in the South, and then when I moved up, you said when I moved up here, because right now I live in Akron, so, but my only thought of Ohio rap was that Machine Gun Bone Thug shit. And so like you said, so like when I got to experience other rappers you said from Ohio, and I'm saying okay, you said because like I literally being from outside, I literally thought that's how everybody rapped. You said,
Got
and so for me being on the outside, being able to see that, I think because like I said, a lot of times Bone was hard to understand growing up. You know what I'm saying?
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because it was so fast. And then like I said, I did a show with Lex, and there was people out there, and I was like, oh shit, I can understand what the fuck they're saying. It's like, and it was so it was crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Now, like now, have you ever been somewhere where you had a misconception? You said that things were a certain way, and then when you got there, it was like, oh, okay, I can rock with this.
Not not really. And I only say that because I try to go wherever I go. I try to have a a mindset of I don't know shit about unless it's my house. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't like even my mama house. I don't live here. I don't know what's going on here, but I know
Mm,
what's going on in my house. So I try to go. I try to go wherever I am. I try to go open minded and be like, let me watch and pay attention and learn about where I'm at first. But
mm,
uh, I yeah no. I've never went somewhere and like expected it to be like this. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
I'll kind of take that back. I went to Boston for a job and I expected people to be a lot ruder, but I
mm,
don't think I interacted with enough Boston natives for me to make a clear, a
mm.
decision or whatever.
Let's see. You brought up Boston because my brother he do AV tech work for like Live Nation and shit, and
Okay.
they send him on different locations and used to stuff like that. And he was telling me the same thing about Boston, but he actually had to deal with people having to do events and shit like that. And he was like, dude, it took everything in me not to slap the shit out of somebody every day.
Right. So okay. So yeah. So
So
I was
you
probably right. I just didn't get that experience that he did. Yeah.
mhm. Now using it like we look at like using rappers all across the country. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, we've got a lot of use it as more seasoned in hip hop.
Yeah.
Like we look at some of this like use like at the end of the day, coming up and as we came up, if a Lil Uzi Vert had came out when we was coming up, I don't think he'd have had the level of success he has now. Could you imagine a Lil Uzi Vert in the late '90s and early 2000s?
He wouldn't have been hip hop. And I say that because not musically, they just would have been like, no, you dress weird. Like you
Mm,
no, you they'd be like, no, you weird. So you gotta be something else. You could be
mm,
alternative rock or pop or something, but
mm.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna he might have got it off. He might have got it
Pause.
off somewhere, but not in the mainstream. But I mainstream was definitely not going for that.
Mm.
Man, I don't know. I don't know because you got to think Kanye and Cam changed the game wearing pink,
I mean, okay.
and then Kanye started wearing the polos, and then we started having backpackers, and then I guess we can't really. I don't know. It's just weird because then you had the jerk movement where everybody
Mm,
started wearing skinny jeans and Vans and shit like that. So if you could make enough people like
mm.
you could get away with shit.
Right.
So
No, you see, like me personally, I don't give a damn how much money I get, using how famous I get, how using viral my channel goes, or anything. Fuck, if I'm not jumping to get in my jeans, I'm not doing it. Just I can't do it. I'm not finna shimmy to get in my britches. I'm not doing it. I mean, I can't do it. It's like, and it's funny you said because like I'm 41, and it's funny because my kids will sit there and tell me because you said like I do my show with my phone. You said I know everybody else has got like cameras and all kinds of stuff. I've got a ring light sitting on my dashboard and I'm using my phone and my truck driver headset. And I'm making money off my phone.
yeah.
But they're telling me I'm not popping because I don't have an iPhone. It's- yeah, they on that bullshit.
Okay. Well, here's what you tell your kids. Google, does iPhone have Samsung parts in it?
Right.
They're literally talking to us on the phone that they're talking shit about.
Hmm. Now, see, one thing I tell them all the time, they sit there like, Pops, you saying you're not popping if you say you don't have an iPhone. I was like, I don't want to be popping. They was like, well, you saying like, you can do FaceTime. I don't like talking to you niggas when you're in my face. What the fuck I want to talk to you on the phone for? I also, they just like, well, Pops, you can send all these crazy emojis. I'm 40 fucking one. What the fuck do I look like sending emojis? Fuck out of here.
Oh my god! Like uh, Apple did a good job with their marketing. They did a great
Yeah.
job with their marketing.
Hmm.
And you can technically you can get calls. You can get FaceTime calls. They just have to send you a certain link.
Hmm. And it's funny is you say like you said my oldest daughter, she's 20 years old, bless her heart. She will not talk to you if she texts your phone and your shit is green, she's blocking you. And it's like, why are you assholes this fucking superficial like that? It's like now, granted, we liked our J's and our shit like that. Of course, we all had the Nokia phones, and we thought we was the shit playing Snake on that motherfucker. But you know what I'm saying? It's like some of the shit we see now as parents, we're sitting there like, what the fuck? You know.
Yeah.
Now, on every show, I try to have each guest teach the children about something. Now, you saying like I bring up the Diddy case, and you said, and trust me, I'm getting to a point with it.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people did not want Diddy to get out because of the shit. Used to because of him potentially tampering with witnesses. Because we already know he called Kalina like 54 times in a day, trying to get her to used to say only good things about him and shit like that. And it was even to the point where even in the R. Kelly case, once the witnesses came out, they were getting attacked and bullied online and crazy stuff like that. And we see a lot of you said online influencers that are young, they get bullied in their comment section. Now, you as a father, how do you tell your children about dealing with the comment section because it can be ugly?
Well, first I realized that somebody that's not somebody that's not ready to listen, it don't matter what I say.
Mhm.
It's they just they're not gonna accept the message. It usually it has to come from somebody that's not dad or mom.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Uh, but secondly, I just like give me your phone. Give me your phone. I mean as a parent, our job is to protect them. So that's the best I could do. If you're not gonna
Mm.
listen to me, I'm gonna make it easy for you. Just give me your phone because you're gonna keep trying to go back and forth with these idiots, and they don't know what they're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Just give me the phone.
Right.
I really don't. I mean, after that, I don't know what else to say because
Mm.
you're not gonna listen to me. And while I still have the authority for it, especially since I'm paying the bill, I'll just
Mm.
take the phone.
Okay, that's fair. That, that's definitely fair. Now, you said, now, how many kids do you have?
I got three.
Okay, I've got five of these ugly motherfuckers.
Oh, oh,
and you
wow.
and you said, and please pray for me because four of them are girls. Yeah, you go ahead and say it. Shit.
I got one daughter and she's a baby, and it's just I I can't imagine having I can't imagine having three daughters. Like I think I could deal with two,
Mm-hmm.
four. I mean, you gotta do what you
Yes.
gotta do, but four.
He said, "Why you?" He said, "Like, dude, why you think I'm in this truck, dude? Like, dude, when I told you I was, you said I got behind. I was in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh, goodness. But I mean, I respect it though. I respect it.
you know,
Yeah,
and you said, and I do it like this also just because at the end of the day, yes, I have a regular, you said regular degular, but I can still do my show, which I'm passionate about. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Which I think you know what I'm saying is cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like no, now if you could literally, you said be in the studio with one of your guys and have access to any artist in the industry to create a song with. You said who would be the guy? Who would be your guy? And who would be the artist in the industry?
Who would I bring along with me to the studio with the industry artists? So the industry artists, I probably will. Ain't no probably the industry artists I want to work with Eric Bellinger.
Okay, good choice.
I want to work with Eric Bellinger. Uh, and and when and when I say this artist, it's not about. It's about. It's just so much. It's like the rate of what they get back, how much they pour it into me, how much I pour it into them, or not how
Mm,
much you know how much the relationship goes both ways. Like it's always love. It's they always looking
mm,
out, and and that's not fair because it's two of them. It's two of them. I will find a way. I will find a way to sneak both of them in there. Uh,
You know they watch it, so they gonna judge you now. You
yeah,
said,
I know. But at the end of the day, everybody would end up trickling down the benefit because I would. All right, so I'm going away from the question. All right, mm, bringing somebody to an Eric Bellinger session is R&B. It's an
Mm-hmm.
R&B session. I gotta go with an R&B person.
Okay.
I mean, I don't got to, but I think it just would fit. I would have to go with my sister. I had to go Artin Couture.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
And I say that because like again, she's one of the best vocalists that I know in the city,
Mm-hmm.
and she encourages me when I be like, nah, I ain't really, I ain't really. She be like, you crazy, and she always lift me up on the R&B side and shit. So I would go with her. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, and then I try to find a way to bring Lex back through.
It'll be fun as hell. You say you bring him, that motherfucker be cracking jokes and every damn thing.
Oh my god. Especially if Eric Bellinger got like some silver hair going on. I'm like, Lex, please, bro. Please don't say nothing about his hair. Just please don't say nothing about his hair, bro.
It's like it's funny. Is it because like me and Lex have told this story I don't know how many times, and you said most people have either heard it or heard about it, but it was like you said the night that you said me and Lex knew we was gonna be like this was we was at Tequila Ranch downtown. At at first we was laughing at some nigga. The nigga came in there with a you said with a dashiki with a hood on it. I can't make this up. The nigga had a dashiki with a hood on it. He was and we were like literally crying laughing about that. And then I happened to notice some rumblings going on towards the middle of the room, and I could tell a fight was about to happen. So I looked at Lex. Lex looked at me. We said, and got the fuck out of there. He said, right as, right as the fight was about to kick off. And the fact that we, without saying no words, just gave each other that look and we knew it was time to go, got everybody back, out of there safely. And we've been tight ever since. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's just like, and speaking of that, saying, we got some. I'm actually cooking up some new shit that you said we'll be dropping for our brother Lex Vegas here soon. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You
Okay.
saying? But I got some fire coming up. You know what I'm saying? That I'm working with our brother on. So you know what I'm saying? You'll be seeing that soon. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah.
You said now what projects do you have coming up?
So I've spent January up until August. Since
Mm,
January to August, I put out a song a month. I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't have a direction of where I was going until I got like halfway through those songs of what I wanted to do. Well, I guess this is exclusive. I'm about to put out an EP. I plan on putting out an EP, and
pun
I'm
intended.
yeah. I plan on putting out an EP, which I honestly now I might wait until the first of the year and then push the project back. But I plan on putting out an EP called "Where Toxic Love Lives." Um,
Mm,
about to be 5 songs on there, but I'm taking some songs from that I put out during that 9 months, and I'm gonna put a few of those on there, and then everything else with some new songs will be on another project called Gaslit Paradise.
I actually like that title.
And and Don was a part of the process of helping me come up with that title. So
Okay.
yeah. So shout out to Don. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, I appreciate him a lot. But
But yeah, that you saying that's my brother. You said Thursdays for the culture. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Now it's funny. I don't know if you have the same perception of Don as I do. To me, Don is that person. Do not even open your mouth to have a conversation unless you got time. You,
Yes, and if you're not prepared to hear what his opinion is, you shouldn't have said nothing.
Hmm. It is. I did his show one time, and it was like it was last year at the Piston Power show, and I let him do most of the talking because you said like once he started going, totally got lost in the sauce. I have no idea what this nigga talking about. You said because he started talking about wrestling and shit like that, and I ain't watched wrestling in forever. And of course I wanted to going on his show the same way you came on mine. We really had no idea where the conversation was going to go. We just gonna do the
Yeah,
thing. And when he got to talking about wrestling, I'm like, dude, I have not watched wrestling in 20 fucking years. Like you just like so it held my own though. I ain't gonna cap you down. I held my own, but usually, yeah,
yeah,
it's like it's crazy because he's so intellectual and smart and stuff like that. It's just like literally, if you don't know what the fuck you talking about, do not start a conversation with Don. Period.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? I I'll interact with him on Facebook sometimes and post.
Mm.
Be thinking I be knowing I be talking about. I'm like, what? How the fuck? How do you know that? Where'd you get that information from? And it's just, I'm like, okay. And at some point, he keep coming back with information. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be quiet now because obviously, obviously, my points are not going to make sense after this point. So I'll just,
Right,
yeah,
right. And you see, I like these Lex's posts and and Don's posts, but I try to stay out of the comment section because I'm driving, and because I know they're like that and will battle your ass back and forth. I don't even engage. Like you gonna have my ass in a ditch some goddamn way.
all right. Trying to be witty with their ass on the, yeah,
No, it's hilariously funny. Now you saying like Wave is another person that's really you saying like I look like a brother. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
He's been on my show a couple times. You saying his artist Rock the Dawn is you saying super dope. You saying stuff like that. You saying like and like when certain people is like whether you said they be a certain age or you saying from a certain culture. You said stuff like that. You said it's like he's like when you said with Wave being white. He's like he does not come, and the thing I appreciate about him so much is because he does not come off as gimmicky. You said you said you could tell he seriously cares about the culture.
Yeah.
You saying and his artistry. He's not being used to me. He's not painting a picture of a caricature of hip hop. You said to like he actually is hip hop, and you saying that's one of the things I respect about him. You saying it's like now when you deal with him, you just saying like what's the vibe like there?
So me and Wave never been in the studio together. Like he's either
Mm,
sent me a song or I sent him something, and
mm,
it's he's always positive about it. He's always had good feedback, and I he's just so genuine. And a lot of times when it's not even we didn't talk more about doing music,
mm.
and then got sidetracked about just talking on some genuine shit that we forgot about talking about the music shit.
Right.
And I just like he's just a genuine person. I just like a genuine good dude. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And he's always every time, even when I didn't think anybody was gonna share my shit, he would share my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
mm,
and he don't have to. You know what I'm saying? And
mm,
it'll come just because I feel like he genuinely respects me as an artist, and
mm.
he he praises me. He's praised me publicly, which I like. I'm one of those people that I it's hard to take. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to take compliments. I,
Mm,
but he'll do it, and then I'm like, thank you, bro, because you didn't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? So,
mm.
but it's like we got something coming. I I can't wait to
Pause.
do this. I can't wait to do this. Oh yeah, pause. Diddy's ruined culture. Diddy's
He
ruined.
really had.
He's
He
ruined
really
culture.
had.
We got a track on the in the works. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I can't wait till it gets done because we've already bounced ideas back and forth about what a video could be, what this could be. You know what I'm saying? Like it, and the song, it's just amazing. And the song feels like it could be like a anthem type of song, like a like a kind of like a J Rock's Win.
Mm-hmm.
It has that kind of energy to it. He produced the beat for it. He came up with the concept. So when that song is all done, if he decides to do a video with it, the ideas that we bounce back and forth, because I was just fucking around with the ideas. The ideas we bounce back and forth, if we do it, that shit is gonna be fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Now you said like before we get up out of here, I just want to say this one thing real quick. We got to give a huge rest in peace to Tito Jackson and to Frankie Beverly. You said we just lost this past week. You know what I'm saying? So both of them definitely, and James Earl Jones, all definitely pivotal figures. You know what I'm saying? Icons. You know what I'm saying?
Kings Remover.
Yeah, definitely. Now on a more upbeat note, you saying if the people want to get in contact with you, tell them how they can do that.
All my socials is on the screen at DANEEPY2. Facebook, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I don't do Snapchat because I like peace in my house. I don't do Snapchat. TikTok, I'm on TikTok. YouTube. You can find me anywhere at that tag right there on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, for sure. Now, is there anything else you want to let the people know before we get up out of here?
And be good to each other, man. Love each other. Stay positive. Yeah, man.
You say, well, I definitely appreciate you, brother. It's been, you said, an enjoyable experience. You said bouncing ideas off each other, talking our little shit and everything like that. Now, you said, now, you at home, if you guys like this video, if you made it to this point of the video, make sure you hit that like button. You said hit subscribe, turn on that bell notification so you don't miss another video. And without further ado, I love you. Dub loves you. Danny P loves you. We out of here, man. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.
The boy Dub Deuce in the building.